This is probably going to be a feature-length film. Well, it's Friday, so put your legs up, get some popcorn, and enjoy it. And these monkeys are raiding their reception. They're like rats. It's just like they're everywhere. That one's stuck inside the hammock. What is this monkey's doing? They raided this guy's beer stash. Right, now that I've checked out, left the place, let those monkeys do their business and wreck it. Oh boy, those people don't take any precautions into preventing those monkeys from wrecking the place. It seems like it's a bunch of Americans that own the place, but boy, and they just wrecked, those monkeys just wrecked that place. They trashed that place. I didn't even bother taking any videos after that, what you've just seen. It was just too embarrassing. That troop just wrecked the place. And yeah, that was $225 for that bed. I woke up feeling like I've got a hangover from hell and I didn't even drink anything. So yeah, the sleep was crap. I had earplugs in and a sleeping mask. Oh yeah. Anyway, my brains isn't there yet. I've now left the main road, making my way up that climb through the pass and onto my route. So yeah, let me just recuperate myself a little bit, have something to drink, and then we'll see what happens today. Finally, some peace and tranquility. See that jet? Now with some dirt roads, I can feel my headache is already gone. Sorry, Krabi. Collecting all of those rubber balls. Yeah, they've just chucked that one out and then gave it a new slit, and then that will fill that up. Heard that liquid rubber that they were pouring into that tanker, and then you get these solid rubber ones. Quite interesting, judging by the drip rate and how fresh that solidified sap is, that it seems like it's a daily rotation and harvest of that rubber. I would have thought it would take several days or maybe a week or so for it to form. It seems like it happens relatively quickly. I think they build these roads quicker than they can update the maps. Building this section of my route last night, and I noticed that this road, especially that first section, was a private road, and upon reaching it, as you can see, I cleared it all, and then it turned into a tarred road. So the map that I'm using, and all other maps for that matter, aren't getting updated fast enough, or they just don't even bother. But that's alright with me. I love expecting something and then turning out to be something completely different. Oh yeah, full send. roller coaster here. Up and down, up and down. This section is definitely correctly marked on the map. However, I just noticed on the map that it shows it comes to a dead end. So it does. So this tiny little barrier that was marked on the map. It is a lekker place for me to have a quick pit stop, but it's got breeding pools. While I am going to continue on this, Google Maps shows that there is no trail here, but my advanced mapping app shows that there is. And my intuition tells me there will also be something. So let's continue. Definitely is something here so far, formed mainly by this rock. That's my road down there. And we've got some friends. I've never seen one of these silent motorbikes, so it's going to be interesting how they react. Under a way around them. I don't want to startle them, and they do have ropes tied to their noses, and that is tied to a tree, so I don't want to spook them and have them fleeing off and destroying their nose. Not too shabby, eh, Nige? He doesn't know a price, it just gives. And this was on the other side. What time it is? Massive headache that I woke up with this morning was due to dehydration. I did drink about 1 litre of water and a sachet of that electrolytes. I also took a grandpa, and that probably helped to thin up my blood and get it flowing properly again. Today's going to be a long day. I've been on the road for about an hour and I've only done 5.8 k's. But there's all this knickknacks everywhere to see. Well, if I don't stop and smell the flowers, so to say, nobody's going to know that this was here. You tell me why this is a tidal river. Thank you, chicken. I know it's morning. I'll be out here off the beaten path and finding all the small knickknacks. One thing that I've noticed is that with these new hooded folk that I'm seeing on my way down to Malaysia, is that the smiles and the greetings aren't that frequent anymore. Well, the interactions are just weird because all that you see is eyes. As you know, I speak fluent in smile. Yeah? Hello! Sorry, crop! See? Smile. Other afternoons, my muscles around my mouth is quite sore from all the smiling. In Vietnam, they wore masks to hide from the sun, so you also couldn't see their full facial expressions. In Cambodia, they wore masks because of all the dust. In Thailand, most of the Thais, they don't wear anything, so you can see the smiles. Yeah. Welcome to the jungle, boys. Nothing to complain about this construction site. Frequently I do see signs like that. I know what they mean, and I'm just playing that dumb old tourist. I like to say it's easier to ask for forgiveness than it is to ask for permission. Alright boys, wedding is over. Let the honeymoon begin. One of my side quests. It's only 9 o'clock. Let's hope I don't get out of there at 12 o'clock. Oh, coconut. Hello. What? Stop! Entrance fee! Hey, you must pay. You must pay. Hello. Good morning. Swaddy Krab. Alright, so I paid my 100 baht entry fee. I don't mind it. It's basically just a tip and it keeps the place nice and clean. As I was saying, keep the place nice and clean. We even got a little map here, hand drawn, perfect. And parking, VIP. I'm going to swim in there when I come back. Yeah, that is the floor. Insanely clear is this water out here. I'm going to take a nice walk through the jungle. And it seems like there's a cave. They even give me a light. And this time I've got a little bit better shoes to hike in. Definitely no hiking shoes, but they are definitely better than those mountain bike shoes. And here's the entry to this cave. Super white, it's like it's been lime washed. No climb, danger. Thai people believe it is sacred pool. Slide. I guess they mean slippery as fuck. It's got more grip than a Maxxis Icon tire. Ah, here's the pool. I was just about to take a seat here and I saw that. Well, it is a very clear body of water. And the passageway leading to it is quite unique. It's kind of like a spiral. One would think of it as like one of those seashells. Not too sure if you can see it, but it spirals up that way. And the water is up around that corner to the left. Well, there's a arrow pointing into that dark abyss. Let's go have a look. Going in, balls deep. Some bats. Look up, don't look up, don't look up. Sorry guys. I'm disturbing all these little bats. That is definitely the way to go. It is probably about 300 by 300 at its smallest there. I'm not sure if I'll be able to fit through that. Let's go check. Well, I'm sure if the bats can fly through here, must be something. Okay, looks like that's the end of it. I'm getting caught. My cycling bib. It's getting caught on these stalagmites. Sorry, stalactites. Super tight. Sorry, bat. My bad. Don't mean to blind you. Yeah, this is how tight it is in here. I will now crawl backwards and out of here. Ah, there we go. I'm out of that little bit. I love these self-exploring caves. They are way much more fun. super sweaty inside here. There is another passage to crawl through over here. I think, why not? Let's go see. Okay, not too small. Okay, it does continue a little bit up here. Oh, not a little bit, quite a lot. Ooh, hello bats. There's another passage going down there. Inside this cavern. I think that's as far as I can go. Let's head on back down into that. Down we go. Hands and knees. Hands and knees. Hands and knees. Yeah. Sorry boys, didn't mean to wake you. It's fun, wasn't it? And they're even keeping this area clean. Quite enjoying these side quests. They are super fun. And the caves aren't as massive and glorious as they were in Vietnam, but they sure are fun to go do on the side. Now that is proper blue. Being so blue, one might think that they may be adding some type of colorant in it, but they definitely don't. I've seen bluer than that in the middle of the Himalayas and a lot more other places. Check this out. Do you know what that means? We're gonna make a bombie.
I thought you were gonna hit it through.
No, it was pretty close.
Yeah, it was really good.
They're going to be doing some free diving. About that weight that they drop down. The guy says it goes down to 13 meters. And then there is a cave entrance which he says continues for 200 meters down. That was super fun. I actually went on that swing about 20 times. But we're not finished yet. Still gonna walk along that over there. And then apparently there's some more pools that way. Let's go have a look. We've got a little bit of markings in the wall here. They claim it to be 2,000 to 3,000 years old. In my professional hiking shoes. It's like a open cave. It's got 2 stories. Yeah, and then you'll always find those clowns, Andy and Ola. So this is the ground level of the cave. That giant albino bauble. I'm back on track. That was only a 2-hour side quest. Excitement has made me starving. It's time to find breakfast. Got myself some sweeties, some muti that I'm going to try out, and a nice coffee. I can't understand the ingredients, but it does taste like cough syrup. Like they're full of artificial flavorers and caffeine, sugar, you know, all the typical processed crap. It's basically a Red Bull. I'm juiced up on all that 7-Eleven sweet bread and mutis. Now I can start hitting the miles. I was just going to say how quiet it is. Those cicadas aren't holding back. Imagine trying to study in there. They were trying to brainwash me to climb to the highest hill so that a giant cicada can come and pick me up and scoff me. Up and down. Up and down. I really don't want to go down that hill. Right, so yeah, I am on the map and I'm going to go down there. The only reason why I've created this section is that I want to see if this area here is possible when it's low tide. I changed my mind long ago and I decided, okay, I'll just route back again. So now I'm on my way there just to go see if it is possible. Even if it is not possible, I still won't be doing it. But now I have to go down that hill. There's the sea level down there. But I must go find out. Almost there. Well, there you have the answer. So I came all this way just to see if it was possible to cross this section over here when it's low tide. I think it is possible, but it's not low tide. And even if it was, I still haven't planned to go that way. Right, well, it's time to head back up all of those hills, but nevertheless, it's still a beautiful place. Yeah, I made it back to the top and the legs are burning. I wasn't playing games coming up that hill. Thought let me just get it over done with. Now I got a bit of rolling hills to finish. Alright, all those rolling hills are over. I applied the head down bums up method. A packet of bananas. Feels like about 1.5 kilograms and it cost about 12 bucks. A quick stop to put on my afternoon coolant. This is definitely one of the best items that I bought, and these gloves. And this white color is just the coolest yet. This long sleeve button down, number one. You waste so much fluids and your salts from sweating everything out that when you have something nice and breathable like this and keeps that UV off your skin, it makes a massive difference. This massive bunch, eh? small little bananas. The skin is very soft. Very soft and creamy. Oh, very nice. Definitely different than our bananas, eh? It's got these very big seeds and they are as hard as a rock. Kind of place I'm headed to when you see a sign like that. Boy, I better start bracing myself. Starting to see a lot more forangs with their Thai waifus sitting at the back of the bike with them. There's many things I would love to capture on film. I think the best one is that I would love to capture a child that is fast asleep and being held up by their parent while riding a motorbike. It does have like a little cycle track on it. Oh boy, I'm having some flashbacks on that place where I stayed at last night. There was quite a lot of potheads there, all just smoking weed, and one of them was painting a mural. Oh boy, but was she giving it stick. She had her earphones in and she was slap dashing and hitting that board with all kinds of paints. All I saw was just a crazy clown busy hitting something and making a mess. You get some special people on this planet, eh? And I wasn't expecting much for a place that's called Banana something, Banana Resort. Oh yeah, they did go bananas there. Even the monkeys went insane. I did meet a British oak that also stayed there last night. I met him at one of the little shops earlier this morning. He was also up and at it early, and he also seemed uninterested in going back to sleep there. I'm going to see if I can try and go through here, get back onto my track. Jeez, like, settle down, will you? And remember, I'm not insulting anybody, just my opinion. And if some people feel offended, well, that's only on you. Welcome, ladies and gents. This is where you get your boat transfer to Shit-Faced Island. Sea Party Express. Oh, that is one nice looking Toyota. The old model, which is still new. Where pupil virginities are lost and scams are born. I think I do belong at that banana resort. All the bros skipped leg day and the girls skipped Pilates. Okay, I'm just spotting. But if you know what full moon parties are, you will understand. More of a family guy, but a Peter Griffin type. Like I said, I'm just like the laughing fat Buddha. Oh yeah, she is still purring, girls. till you see the next beach around the corner. Scooters for Africa. Where do you think all those boats are rushing to and rushing from? So at any given moment I've counted 20 boats out there. They're all coming back empty at this time, but they go in there full. So you can imagine what lies behind that corner. I'm saying nothing. The worst part is when you see solo travelers, even myself included, attempted to be scammed by some Russians with a wig or some Calcutta Aladdin. It's just embarrassing. Freaking bottom feeders, they're pathetic. It's not over yet. I still need to cycle through the capital of the province. Not finding a place for lunch and one where I can charge my phone. I had to use the flashlight while I was recording in those caves, and also I shot a few clips in Ultra HD at 60 frames. I did find a place to eat. However, the charging port might be a bit too powerful. Can you imagine the type of customers that they are after? Imagine how the view would have been. What a lovely tranquil place, and a lot of different colorful flags, and nobody is here. I've been carrying this already with me for a few days. So with the monk's permission, I'm able to charge my phone, sit underneath some lacquer fans, and then I'll have those bananas for lunch. I am full of bananas. It's time to get up, you lazy bones. Well, I guess that scooter has seen better days. I've done 55 Ks and it's 3:30. I think I still have another 30 Ks to go. I do have some accommodation. I booked it this morning. I didn't get the best review, but you know what they say, one man's junk is another man's treasure. So let's go find out. Jojo tank, Jojo tank. It's good to be free. Now you can guess what type of infrastructure these power lines are supplying. As I'll make my way to the capital of the province, Krabi, and the same name, Krabi town. Hey, wake up, you're making me sleepy too. Yeah, free shower coming up. Yeah, don't send any of these videos to my clients. I think I'm a complete joke. Get to a point in life where you've learned a lot and you know quite a lot, and you know you just don't have to be serious all the time. I mean, you just got to enjoy life. And for those that truly know me, you know I don't take myself seriously, but I do take my responsibilities. I think that these power lines are 132 kilovolts, and they go to the power substation, and then from that substation they go on to these smaller ones, which I think they're like 60 something kilovolts, and then from those ones they will then go down to the local transformer. I think they're oil transformers, and that's where it will be turned down to 240 volts for your home use. Oh, there's one. There we go. There's a local oil transformer taking it down to 240 single phase. From that transformer, as you'll see, that will connect to that rat's nest where they just join on anything. And also, judging by they are a single circuit, and those are probably 20mm aluminium alloy conductors. And then these black ones looks like they are 15mm copper alloy conductors. And then these smaller ones, the rat nest ones, those are probably your 10 or 5mm copper cables. Those robots that's got a time display. It lets the people know when it's time to get their shit in order. In lane, bicycle lane, motor lanes. The lacquer mangrove walkway. Just taking a nice stroll. Put the feet on the ground a bit. Let the bum rest. Some nice cool spots here in the shade. Welcome to Krabi, boys and girls. Kilometer 0. That's still an operating vessel. And he's still loading it with some supplies. Bloody looks like a ghost ship. All this here is a massive estuary. For this Krabi town is not too bad. It's a lot better than that last spot. This is such a lovely little promenade to take a slow afternoon cycle on. Wait, what's that? I didn't know I was in Sydney. Ho 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 ho! Dutch style! Hello! Africa Thai. Looks like all the biker men from Mars have rocked up here. Got some nice Porsches here, all pumped up for the off-road. Top Gear special inspirations we got there. Alright, so it's 4:45 and I've got still I think about 10-15 kilometers to go. I better start getting a move on. School's out, boys and girls. Oh, fucking cockroach. A very elegant white and navy blue temple. Those are some heavy robots. Nice. It's been a long day when your shadow starts to overtake you. When your shadow starts to disappear, then you're really in the... Well, I know my accommodation is somewhere here because there's a 7-Eleven. Now all that I have to do is try and cross this. It's like I'm playing a little bit of hide and seek here. I wonder what this place is going to turn out to be like. Right, it doesn't look too bad. It's off that massive road, so you don't even hear it. Let's go see what the room looks like. Okay, let's do the room tour. It's got a nice big bed with white sheets, an aircon already on, and a nice bathroom. Looks good, nice and clean, and it's nice and spacious. You can bring my bicycle inside. And it's got a bakkie with its bonnet open. What else can a man need? There we go. Before I get all settled in, let me go out and find something to eat. This is one of those rooms with a key card that you slot into a circuit breaker and it switches on the room. So if you leave, you take it out and the room goes off. But I don't want my aircon to be off. I want it to be nice and cool when I get back. So I'm just going to take the key off with the key ring, drop it like a clown, and then lock the door and go out. Okay, there's a kitchen tonight. I'm having meatball noodles. Right, so as per usual, got your cups, got the cooler, grab a straw and you get your water. This is my meatball noodles. Some sprouts, some green stuff. Bon appetit. It's done. Now off to the local aid station. So this place just got its 5-star rating. A beautiful dimmable incandescent light bulb to